Good afternoon, everybody, or morning, night, whichever day it is. We will be taking a look at this Gardevoir deck. Now, Gardevoir is technically a deck that's been dominating since its release back in March of 2023. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I want to say that's when the set released in that month. And Gardevoir's has been overall just a really dominant deck since its release. And it's really dominant because of its ability, Psychic Embrace, where as often as you like during your turn, you may attach a basic Psychic Energy card from your discard pile to one of your Psychic Pokemon. If you attach energy to a Pokemon in this way, put 2 damage counters on that Pokemon. You can't use this ability on a Pokemon that would be knocked out. And she also has a nifty attack called Miracle Force that does 190, and there's gonna be moments where she will be used as the attacker rather than the support. And so one of the new partners she's gained is this Jellicent, which has Oceanic Curse, where as long as this Pokemon is in the active, your opponent can't play any item cards or tool cards from their hand, which is huge because item cards and tool cards basically just makes where cards like Arvin is practically useless unless you're able to somehow get the Jellicent out the active. And it also has an attack called Power Press, which is for a Psychic and a Cuddlist, and it does 80 plus 80 more if you have 2 extra energies attached to it, which means it has to have at least 4 energies attached to it, which in this case you attach 4 energies to it. And you slow the game down with it, so that's what's good. Then you'll have Monkey Dory, which has the Adrenabrain, which once during your turn, if this Pokemon has any darkness energies attached to it, you may move up to 3 damage counters from one of your Pokemon to one of your opponent's Pokemon. So that's one way to get damage counters off your Pokemon when you use the Gardevoir's ability and put it on one of your opponent's Pokemon to help take multiple knockouts. And then one of the other attackers that we will be playing is the Scream Tail, which is use this attack called Roaring Scream, which does 20 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon for each damage counter on this Pokemon. And you are going to go ahead and use the Gardevoir's ability for that. And we also run this Mew just for the restart ability. Draw until you have 3 cards in hand. And there's always those rare moments where you could use Genome Hacking. I don't know, I probably butchered that name, but its ability is you could just choose one of your opponent's active Pokemon and then you could use it as this attack. And then we also run tech cards like Pheasantipity for the flip the script to go ahead and draw 3 cards when one of your Pokemon have been knocked out. And then Clefairies for the Dragapult matchup, so that way we can just one-shot the Dragapult real easily. The A-Spec of choice will be Secret Box, which A-Specs you can only run 1 copy. You can only run 1 A-Spec in the whole deck, and that's it. Secret Box, which you will discard 3 other cards from your hand, which the ideal thing is to discard 3 Psychic Energies, but there's going to be moments where you can't do that. But it has a nice payoff where you can search your deck for an item card, a tool card, a supporter, and a stadium card and put them into your hand. Then shuffle your deck as well. Then you also reveal them. That's definitely key. And so we're going to run Rare Candy to speed up the process of the routes to the Gardevoir. And then the supporters will be 3 Arvins, 4 Ionos, and then the 2 Lily's Determinations. Then we got 1 Research here. Then we're going to run Technical Machines, 1 for the Evolution in case we need to set up our Rots and Gardevoir. And then devolution, just to see if we can stack up enough energy or damage counters on our opponent's evolution Pokemon and just evolve them and then take multiple knockouts that way. And then we are running 3 darkness energies and 6 psychic energies. Or 7, I think. Yeah, 7. Then air balloon for a nice retreat. And so that's basically the deck right there. And now we're going to go ahead and go into a game here. Pleaky. It's going to be our opponent. And usually I personally like to go second in here because we do run the Frillish, where we can kind of get off the turn 1 item lock. Or if you can't do that, then you can also use the Technical Machine Evolution and then just set up your rocks. They got a mulligan. I see Gravity Gemstone. Then the flute. This might be some sort of stall deck, I think, but I don't know, I could be wrong. Okay, it's a Soul Rock. Pokegear to search, and looks like they didn't get any supporters off the top 7 cards of their deck. Oh, they really didn't get anything going. They probably got stuff, but during the first turn you cannot play any supporters. Honestly, I kind of did that backwards, but we will do this. Yeah. No, actually, no, we'll do this right here. We'll do this right here. And I don't know if they have anything going for them, so for this the first turn, but they did try to use the Pokegear, so but we will limit their options for the Frillish as well. So we got attached here, and then we're going to use Oceanic Gloom for 20, and they cannot play any item cards from their hands. Oh, it's a Great Tusk deck. Okay. See the Lunatone. Attach there. Evolve this right here. Then we could generally get back, recycle our Pokemon with the Night Stretchers that we have in here. And so we will use the Rare Candy here. Then we will go ahead and hit him for another 20. We got decent amount of energies in the discard pile, or psychic energies in particular. We have 4, and now we are able to at least get something going at least. water zone comes down. Search for another great tusk. Go ahead and play the Iono. And wow, still no Jellicent. But no, it has at least 3 energies. But I could. So the general idea, at least with this deck, is that it is a meal deck. So, but they are weak to me, I think. Yeah. So I think item locking probably won't be. Like, if the Jellicent would have came down, then that would have been perfect, actually. But we can also do this as well. And use the Gardevoir for the Miracle Force attack. So that way we can at least start taking some knockouts here. Then we'll use Miracle Force. But yeah, as soon as the Jellicent itself would be actually make this a lot smoother, just because it will limit the cards that he is able to play. Okay, go draw cards. And looks like I'll be able to discard top 4 cards in my deck. And I think that's probably what's... Then choose that. And that's kind of what the Great Tusk deck consists of. Just kind of just traps your Pokemon on the bench. Now let's see here. We use the Arvin to see what we got here. Oh, we got that. And, that's why we haven't really seen much. But let's see, we will do this, get this. Let's see, 3's got the tool. So we will go ahead and do this since he's basically not going to take any take any prizes. I don't think it's like I genuinely don't think the counter catcher would be any use. Oh yeah. And yep, we can only do it, so we can't knock it out. So we will go ahead and do this though. Okay, now we can continue. Now we will retreat, and man, that is a hefty retreat, cost 4. Now we'll go ahead and use Miracle Force again. Hopefully we'll be able to get our Jellicent from... Yes, and we do. Got the AutoZone. Sudowoodo. Okay, we'll retreat into here. Then we will go ahead and put at least 2 energies here. Then we will use the Monkey Dory's ability to remove some damage counters put on this Soul Rock over here. Then we'll take a quick price off of here. Then we will power press. Honestly, too, I think one of the things that might be kind of painful too is that if they're able to get one more Sada, then I think they would just generally win and deck me out. Okay, there's the second one. Oh, okay, wasn't able to get it. So we will do this right here, remove 3 here. Then we will power press again. And just the Jellicent sitting on the active is really making the deck something like this really struggle. because without the use of items and tools, it is basically not it's really have given them a hard time for sure. So we'll just add more, heal a little bit of the damage off here. Then we will power press. And yeah, like I said, I probably should have played the Lily's Determination on that one. That was my fault. Yeah, like that was my fault. I got too ahead of myself. I was like, oh no. Yeah, that was my fault on my end. But hey, misplays happen. Sometimes you really think ahead on that one. And I know there's probably people screaming like, hey, play it. But yeah, unfortunately, that's how it goes. And yeah. But anywho, this will be a first video that I have in a very long time. So I wanted to just give this first video a try. And hopefully y'all have a good day. That's generally the Gardevoir deck, and I do stream, and it is linked in the description or in my YouTube channel. And hopefully y'all have a good day.